Let's go. Toyin Raheem, it's a pleasure to have you on Sahara TV again, sir. We're looking at the state of the nation, and a lot of issues come across that critical issues that affected Nigerians in recent times. First is the issue of insecurity in the country. Let me first of all ask you, sir, what is your assessment of the current state of security in Nigeria today?
Well, good afternoon, my brother. You see, without missing word, it's as if Nigeria has failed as a nation. You see, the Constitution, by virtue of Section 14(2)(b), it makes it very clear that security and welfare of the people shall be the primary aim of any government. And what that one means is that this present government, regardless of the number of months it has been in power, has failed. Not only failed, but failed woefully. As at now, nobody is safe anywhere. By the time you are sending your children to school, the parents at home will be fearful until that child returns. If you are traveling, your mind will not be settled until you get to your destination. Why do we have the police? Why do we have a government? So, in fact, ordinarily, one would have expected even the president of this country to have resigned right now, because he doesn't have any solution to what is happening. If the Constitution should make it clear that for any government to be in power, it must ensure Nigerians, their properties are secured. Are we secured? No. In fact, it has even gone to a stage that the so-called kidnappers go into people's houses to kidnap them, including the Oba, the traditional leaders in Nigeria. So, and what are we talking about? It's as if we don't have any government presently. That is the truth.
How will you characterize the government's handling of security challenges, including the massive issues of insurgency, banditry, and communal clashes?
Well, just like I said earlier, this government has financial security is concerned. You see, everything about security is being treated with levity. We have the soldiers, we have the policemen, the Navy, and the Air Force. Yet, we have this rate of security in Nigeria. It's what we would have expected. You see, nothing is wrong. If somebody is in power, I don't know the solution, to have invited people that understand. And there's no secret about it. This government has failed. They don't have any solution. They don't know what to do. They are even confused. How do you have a person that is confused at the end of affairs? And we believe we have a country or we have a nation. We don't.
Now, let's ask, what specific policies or strategy will your party propose to address the escalating security crisis in Nigeria?
Well, my brother, you see, as far as security is concerned in Nigeria presently, though when we talk about security, it involves all of us. In fact, it involves every person, regardless of your status and everything. But the truth of the matter is that by virtue of the Police Act, the police are expected to provide protection for every Nigerian, including their properties. But the problem we have at hand presently is that one, the president of Nigeria, we must share it from the fact that the president of Nigeria is an executive president. What means whatever he says is an order, which will be carried out by anybody or any person towards that is directed at. Now, one would have expected the president, as at now, to have invited the General General of Police, IGP, invite the Chief of Army Staff, their staff, and the Navy, and give them ultimate of order that presently, he as the president doesn't want to hear that anybody has been kidnapped in any part of the country. One, if somebody is kidnapped, the person is not taken outside Nigeria. Or are they being taken outside Nigeria? No. According to what they used to tell us, that they are taken to one bush, they are taken to certain areas. Those areas and bushes are not in Nigeria. If kidnappers will have access to some bushes, then what is wrong with our military? What is wrong with our police? You see, the Police Act says the police should be met and invited as far as security is concerned. That is, the police, even as individual, it is their duty to ensure that everybody is secure regardless of where you are. Even if you are at home, you cannot sleep outside sleep. Because you will be fearful of the fact that, well, maybe very soon you'll be having somebody knocking your door or forcing your door opened. You can't travel on the road and be secure. You can't travel and be safe. You can't travel and be happiness of mind, except the few that are able to afford flight travel. Can we at Nigeria, can all of us afford it? We cannot. And one would have expected that a president should know that, because by the time we have the problem that affects the generality of the people, they should have provided a solution. And that's what I said, that well, there's nothing wrong. If somebody is the leader, that you have tried your best, I don't know anything to do. Let me invite people that have more knowledge or experience about the solution. You can see that it's getting worse. It has gone from bad to worse, even to the worst presently. So, what I'm saying in effect is that the president, the incumbent government, the incumbent president, they don't have a solution to the problem of Nigeria. Then why must we force ourselves on the people?
Away from the issue of security, let's look at the battered economy. Given the economic challenges facing the country today, what are the key issues that have contributed to the battered economy of Nigeria today?
Well, I think the first thing to mention is bad governance. Very, very bad governance. You see, there's certain thing I used to say. By the time someone is campaigning and expect the electorate to vote for him, you should have asked your own blueprint of what to be done or what to do. So for you to have gotten to power and now giving an excuse that your predecessor in power did certain things, it is not an excuse, because even before you got that power, you are aware of that. And should have been prepared that yes, this person did wrong, he has gone wrong this way, but I want to correct it. But for you to start after getting to power now you start giving excuses to people that because certain person, my predecessor at office did this, he did that. That's not the problem of Nigeria. You shouldn't tell Nigerians at that time that what I will do is that it's excuses because of the previous government. Now we have a president that believes he knows all, and that is why he has repeated everybody. Forget about the position of power conferred on him by the constitution. But this is a president that believes he has repeated everything to himself. And how do I mean? Somebody is being sworn in as the president. He has not entered the president's office to know whether the paint there is green or yellow or red. And courageously, boldly decided to say petroleum subsidy has gone and fuel to be at cost of 500. Ordinarily, one would have expected the president himself to be taken to court. Forget about the issue of immunity. Because he doesn't have such power. Power to fix price of petroleum products is the duty of an NPC. It's not the duty of the president. Everyone will agree with me that it was where the president was being sworn in that he announced that subsidy has gone. What source of arrogance is that? One would have, even let's assume that yes, what is to do is to remove the subsidy, even before it go to the 2 million naira per liter, it doesn't matter. But what have gotten to that office first and invite those people that are at the end of the affair, the NNPC, share the record and everything before he knows what to do. As at the time he announced that, he doesn't know anything about the policy of our petroleum in Nigeria. Because of that, he allocated power to himself. Now, everyone must agree with me that when you talk about petroleum in Nigeria, it affects every part of our economy. Some people say you don't buy petrol. People that live in the villages, even their farmers, their goods are to be conveyed to the towns to be sold. And if the driver that used to convey them, if the passenger was buying petroleum for 5 years, 200 naira per liter, it has been increased to 600. What do you expect? What will increase in transport fare? That one automatically will affect the price of that goods to be brought into the town. And another thing is this subsidy. What is subsidy? The subsidy itself, is it really existing? Because why do I say, since we have been hearing that some certain people collected money in order to import petroleum products, and because of the fact they have not been lifting our doctors, have they told you the names of those people? Have you had it? And a government that believes pain must be inflicted on the people cannot exist. Nigeria belongs to them, none of us. It does not belong to the president, does not belong to the government, does not belong to anybody. And for them to have even taken it that yes, as executive governor and executive president, I can do what I do, is a lie. Power lies with the people. The power has not been donated to him as the president. The fact that power donated does not mean he can do anything that is limited to the interest of Nigerians. With the fuel subsidy, now, as at yesterday, we had a backup program. Someone was telling us that somebody went to market to buy gari. Maybe he went there with 1,500, I can't recollect. But object to the market is the gari is about 2,000 naira or so. And then that is according to them that the man started whipping in the market that someone had to give me extra money to buy that gari. And so we have a government. Now, they are not talking about that the silo where people have been tested at certain places are going to be opened so that people those food or what food stuff can now be taken out to the people. Then the question is, why did they decide to keep that food as an initial stage when they know Nigeria need that food and when they know the prices of food stuff has escalated? It has gone beyond the reach of every Nigeria. And you see my brother, and I'm sure entire Nigeria will agree with me. Nigeria's people have endurance. They endure so much. And what that one means is that if you have a government that believes in the people, you will enjoy, because no matter what you do, as far as Nigeria is concerned, they will adjust. But then, because of that Nigeria can endure, does not mean you must inflict pain on them. After inflicting pain, you are not talking about palliative. What is palliative, my brother? What is palliative Nigerians? Now, when you know that to give people palliative for the suffering inflicted on them, why did you decide to inflict that pain? And unfortunately, and that's why some of us have always been advocating that the present constitution of every republic in Nigeria is not even a constitution, it is a decree imposed or not. And in fact, that constitution itself should be abolished completely, and the people come together to now prepare a constitution that is acceptable to all of us as a people. And now you have as a second president, he lives in a free house, he eats free food, whatever he wants to do is the government that is responsible for it, and is earning salary as well. Now we have Nigerians that don't even earn more than 25,000 naira per month, and they have to cope with the market prices of foodstuff. People, in fact, people are not even talking about vehicle now. They are not talking about housing. They are talking about food. People are hungry. There are some of us, anytime, maybe for one reason or the other, that we don't drive, that we have to travel like that. You get to a state that when somebody come in, you try to adjust yourself, escape from it. Because by the time you have met about 20 people, all of them are begging for money. You have free money on your own pocket too. You have given them, it remains just only 500 naira on you as well. What do you do? When is somebody coming to you, what do you do? Just, let me just escape for this. This one just coming to beg for money. You see, Nigerians can endure, but it is not about food. In fact, Yoruba says, to the which means regardless of your level of being poor, provided you are able to eat regularly, you are not a poor person. That's what it literally means. They will now have a country that nobody will afford all these food at the market. A tuber of yam, fairly big, cost about 2,500 or 3,000 naira. So what are we talking about? Now, how much is the minimum wages? Even though there was minimum wages, according to the law, according to the constitution, they are not like living, they are not like minimum wages. What the law, what the constitution says in section 16 is national living minimum wages. What does that mean? Is that based on this type of inflation that inflicted on us, based on this type of inflation that's imposed on us, it means the salary must increase to the level of that inflation. It shouldn't be static. As the price of good stuff are increasing, the salary must also increase. And that's why the constitution says national living minimum wage. That is, salary that you have should be able to live on it at least for a month. They talk about national minimum wage. It is deliberate. They know what they are doing. Share the constitution. It's very clear. The word living, national living minimum wages. They are not like minimum wages. Now, nobody is talking about that wages. People adding 30,000 naira per month. How much is 30,000? How much is 25,000 naira per month? We now have a government that has access to everything free of charge. It doesn't buy food. And now, people, the common man, the masses, the toiling masses of Nigeria are now expected to cope with this level of inflation. It is wrong. And that's why they have always said it, that electorate must change their eyes when they are voting. They must take into consideration, does this person that we are going to vote for, does he have interest of the masses at heart? Can he afford, can he deliver? But unfortunately, we have some people, because of the fact they think they are benefiting from the government one way or the other. No matter what happens, it doesn't bother them. But what they don't know is that, as our leader, Chief Blessed Moody, used to say, if by the time you left children of the poor, uneducated, you have educated your own children. When those uneducated children grow up, what will happen? Even if you are gone, they are died. It is your children that will be pursuing.
Now, let me get your perspective on this. You've clearly outlined some of the challenges that we're faced with regards to this economic policies, and haven't failed, saying the fact that even the current government's economic policies have failed. What alternative economic strategies will you propose in order to revitalize the economy and create more jobs, and provide, stem the tide of inflation as well as unemployment and impact growth in the country?
Well, thank you so much. I think the first thing I have to mention is the issue of central bank. We have a Adesu as the governor of central bank now, and this person is able to confront Nigerians. He's able to tell them, yes, that the way Naira has been increasing, the way that has been decreasing in terms of dollar, that is good, that is okay, that because of that, it will prevent people from sending their children abroad, it will prevent people from buying overseas products. Does that make sense? It means they don't know what they are doing. You see, it is being said, it is the wind that moves the wheel. These people, they don't know what to do. And there's no problem about that. If you have been given an assignment and you know you cannot do or cannot deliver effectively, what is happening? What is wrong? They say, please, I'm sorry, I can't do. Let somebody come and try this. Now, what actually led to the decreasing rate of the naira, about 1,000 whatever naira to a dollar.
It's about 1,000. It's about 1,500.
In fact, what's it called? The Republic of Benin cities. Is it cities or silver is now more powerful, far stronger than our naira. Just for you to have known how they have bastardized our economy. You see, the kind of blessed memory, when he was campaigning to be the president, when he was alive, he said certain things. The 10-care program. The 10-care program. He now said, regardless of the quality of any country, that Naira will not become 2 digits to it, which is an executive order. Let me just tell you one thing. You see, with Nigeria as a country, we should still believe in the IMF, the World Bank, that whatever they say is what we are going to follow. We are strong. Even this capitalism we are talking about, is it capitalism we are witnessing in Nigeria? Is it socialism? Is it welfarism? We are not practicing it. There are people who don't know what to say about it. But the truth of the matter is this: we can develop our own economy, our own system of economy. Just as we are talking about our democracy. It doesn't matter that we should follow the footsteps of America or even UK. We can develop our own system. America, UK, another country, they develop their own. They know that, yes, this will be in the interest of our people. As the presidency, like this presidential system, and as any Nigerian benefit from it? No. So, what I'm saying in effect is that what they have been doing is deliberate. Deliberate in the sense that you have been given power to do certain things. You don't know what to do. The president doesn't know. The governor of Canada doesn't know. The minister of finance doesn't know. What is wrong in resigning?
Let's also look at another issue, comrade. Nigeria has faced a lot of challenges, and corruption is often cited as a pervasive issue in Nigeria. And under the present government, how will you assess the level of endemic corruption in the country?
You see, corruption in Nigeria, and not without what they use, it's epidemic. It's epidemic. Certain times they say Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. I think another word should be developed. That will be higher or stronger than that fantastically corrupt. I think this government has been about 8 or 9 months, am I correct? Either 8 months, 9 months or thereabout, my brother. The level of corruption is unprecedented. Very, very unprecedented. In fact, when we talk about the corruption in the time of Jonathan, in the time of Buhari, what has happened within 7 months or 8 months is more than what has happened in the past. And that's another thing that I need to call attention of Nigerians to. Even the incumbent president, the deluge of petition against him before he became the president at EFCC, it is a deluge. Of course, EFCC didn't do anything about it. Now that he has immunity, you say they had, even before he had immunity, nothing was done about it. Now, we have someone that even the president of the Senate, what is it called? Akpabio, the current president, go to EFCC and check their file for the petition against him. Now, when they are, you see, the constitution is very clear. Section 50, section 5 of the constitution, he said the state must abolish corruption and abuse of office. When the people that are supposed to be the state, quote and unquote, are not being accused of corruption, and even as nobody has said yes, they are corrupt or not, because they have not been taken to court. It's still an allegation. But we would have expected EFCC to have investigated them. That what people are writing, is it correct? Is it the truth? No. If we have such deluge of petition against the incumbent president, we have deluge of petition against Akpabio, the incumbent Senate president, and they are the two major persons in Nigeria now. What do you expect? The lady minister for whatever, what is it?
Interior Affairs, Battered.
Battered. Look at what happened. So, you see, MP Abdullah of blessed memory, he said when the head of a fish is rotting, he said the entire body is rotting. And that's the problem we have in Nigeria. Now, for you to expect EFCC to perform now is a lie. They will not perform. People that anti-corruption crusader, I'm telling you the fact. Because the reason is that, thank God, let me cite this. When Koyede whatever, the EFCC chairman, as at the time was being interviewed at the National Assembly, he now says, after making such statement, what the Akpabio said, I hope you not make me the first example. You see, I'm a young man. I don't say, and to pass in for no man can see, look at example. That I have not done anything wrong. Why should you be fearful? If something that allegation is made against you, it shall not be substantiated. It still means, as at that time, you are still an innocent. But when petitions are written, nobody is investigating anything. And we have this element at the end of affairs in Nigeria. Before they drove away Jonathan, so one of the government was done, fine. We now add a Buhari. Bad. And there's nothing at cause that because of the fact that they don't have interest of the masses at heart. They don't believe in the turning masses. Because who as a president will have been happy to leave your country to go to France for 3 weeks or thereabout, say you are going on private visit. The president, the governor and so on, anytime they have any ailment, they run overseas. They now tell Nigerians to endure. They are not going to spend their own money. It's the money that belongs to her and the money that belongs to all of us. An ordinary, a primary health care, Toyin masses cannot even access in Nigeria here. Look at the cost of drugs. Myself has been strong for about a year now. I know how much I spent on drugs. Now the price has escalated, and we have a government in power. So, since they know they don't have anything to do, since they don't have any solution to the problem, they cannot provide a solution to it. What is wrong in Resign? You have been mentioning this, and I'm going to say it. There's nothing wrong about it. That, yes, please, I've tried my best. Now, let me cite the issue of Comrade Mandela. Comrade Mandela was in jail prison for several years. After he was released, people voted, the electorate in South Africa voted for him as the president. And they ruled for one term. After that, he said to Congress, no, I'm not more interested. I've done the best that I know. Look for another person to continue where I thought. That is a leader. In Nigeria, when anybody becomes the governor, compulsory, he wants to spend 8 years. If that government becomes president, either he performs or not performs, he wants to spend 8 years. When some of us are saying, even that aspect of the constitution should be amended. Let it be a simple term. Some are saying, say a simple term of 5 years. Some are saying, no, not even a simple term. A simple term of 4 years is enough. I'm a member of a club, an international club. Our president spends only a year. And within that year, my brother, if you know what they would have done with that year, this person would just only a year. Where I have people at the end of our government that spend 4 years, 8 years without doing anything.
Very unfortunate. We're about to round up. In conclusion, what overarching message or vision do you offer to address these critical challenges and lead Nigeria toward a more prosperous and stable future?
Well, we want to talk about economy. It's talk about consumption, production, and the purchasing power of the people. I think the first thing that this government needs to address is the issue of unemployment. That is the first thing. And after that, the issue of food has to be addressed as well. An hungry man is always an angry man. The so-called borders, quote and unquote, why started saying the so-called borders? Because they said some borders are closed. People do cross. So it should be open officially. Since we don't have, presently we don't have enough agricultural products in Nigeria. And if we can access or get from other countries, what is wrong in that? In fact, while our farmers are producing here, we are also importing from other countries. As I tell you, we are able to provide enough in our own country. Nobody will go overseas or go anywhere to buy anything. Now, let me say this. If we have, let me use rice as an example. As at this morning, that's at least on the news, they said rice is about 75,000, 77,000 a bag. As at today. Now, if the government of Nigeria is able to produce its own rice, quote and unquote, I know they can't produce anything. Let's assume they can produce their own rice. I say the price is now 7,000 or 8,000. Somebody now brought other rice from another country. He says it's 15,000. And the one produced in Nigeria is also good. Who will buy it? Nobody will buy it. They buy our own, provided it is okay. But unfortunately, we have a government that always have great power to themselves. Look at the prices of cement. Bag of cement is about 7,200. Okay, going to 8,000. And maybe some places they may even 10,000 naira per bag. And we are talking about accommodation, shelter. By fact of the construction, it is the responsibility of the government to provide houses for the people. Now they will tell you they have built low-com houses. They ask you, and they tell you the prices is 25 million, is 50 million per flat. As the toiling masses, how many of them has even seen 200,000 at once before? So what we are saying in effect is that the critical areas, unemployment, hunger, shelter, and the issue of insecurity need to be addressed very, very seriously. Not the way they are doing. President is being treated with levity. Now, the kidnappers, the criminals, they are Nigerians. They live somewhere. They sleep somewhere. They reside in the bushes that are in Nigeria. Are they saying these people are stronger or more powerful than our military, or are more powerful than our soldiers, or more powerful than our policemen? When everybody is kidnapped, they say, yeah, go and bring 100 million, go and bring 30 million, go and bring... I start the person to take the money to somewhere, and they go and take it there. Within Nigeria, yes, we have a government.
Your call to actions for citizens and stakeholders in addressing these pressing issues collectively.
It's a simple thing. The docility of Nigeria is too much. We have to wake up from slumber. As I yesterday that we had the program, it was a major thing. We should have mass protest in Nigeria, peaceful one. Because even the attention of the international world needs to be called to what is happening in Nigeria. The attention of the United Nations needs to be called to what is happening in Nigeria. And how do that? It's like protest, peaceful protest, all over Nigeria. Those in power presently, they have participated in some protest against some government in the past. If you are able to do that, and they did that, what is wrong with protesting against them? Regardless of the fact that even those over the civil society, that certain people are defeated by rank and file, it doesn't make any difference. Within every major organization, this government do sponsor certain person to go and be a member. As you know what is. But regardless of that, provided as is the majority, we can do this thing. We don't need to wait for any government. Because this is a government that everybody expected. In fact, the illusion before Buhari became the president, look at what happened. Now look at the so-called Emiloko. Emiloko to do what? Emiloko that don't have the power to do. So Nigeria actually, and it's a pity, the electorate in Nigeria, for them to be able to assess significantly those who be voted for, they lack the power. And you can take because of hunger. Because there are certain people that people give them money, they won't sell it their mother to you. They don't care. But then, can we really blame them? Someone that is hungry, someone that has 2,000 and $3, you have your card, let me go and use somewhere and take 2,000. Will you not do it? You can't blame them. And I can tell you, all that everything that is happening in Nigeria, it is deliberate. Because they know if Nigerians are satisfied, they have improved welfare. No one will be interested in voting for this type of people. One can not for this to give anybody any money. Nobody gives anybody any money. And forget about the name of any political parties. Like we see yesterday, Beko as a person, he don't believe in a political party. What he believes in is good governance. He doesn't want to know the party he belongs to. And same thing, we are advocating for Nigeria. It is, in fact, it's a disaster to the country for people to not just vote for a party. Either a block has been presented to candidate because of this, I must vote. Either a block has been presented, he said we must vote. No, it is wrong. We must be able to assess the candidate very well. Will this one perform? What is our antecedent? What has he done for the people before? The people members know what he did in Lagos State. It is open. Even though the message is an open secret. You see, my brother, 2 people or 3 people cannot be beneficiary of lies. 1, you that is lying, you know that you are lying. God that created us, know you are lying. You are lying. And that's why he said, you can deceive people all the time. You can deceive some people all the time. But you cannot deceive all the people all the time. It's not possible. No matter how long lies, falsehood reign, truth will definitely prevail. So what we are saying in Netflix is that As at now, the society are ready to move to the street. Forget about what NLC is doing. And that there's something I want to call attention of you and Nigerians too. Look at what happened. They said there's going to be a tripartite meeting. NLC, 2EC, and then maybe the government, the third party to it. And a budget of 1.3 billion. Meeting are going to last more than 2 weeks or so. 1.85 or whatever billion. He said because it was now reduced to 1 billion naira. Do you know what 1 billion naira could be like of Nigerians? So we don't have anybody having to of people at heart presently at the end of our lives. No. Look at our education. I'm happy to implement national president of the dance. And that's it, direct to go to the streets. They also have done that even before now. Some of us work in the labor movement as well. But regardless of that, if the labor movement is not ready to lead entire Nigerians on protest, we leaders do something, we are ready. Because this country belongs to all of us, and we will not allow them to hold on to ransom. How many parents are comforting presently in Nigeria? If there is any, it is those that are scared about money. People that are having salary of selling, making legitimate income. Nobody. Your income has been static. 100,000 or 30,000. And at that time, 100,000, you have to buy a bag of rice, maybe 25,000 or 15,000. Now you have to buy a bag of rice, 70-something thousand. How will such person go? Transport, that may be your budget for transport from your salary at the 10,000 per month before. It has got about 45,000. How will somebody go? And that's what we are talking about. And that's why some of us are also talking about improving the welfare of the police as well. Though we do know, no matter what concern, those of them that are actually corrupt, like we have said earlier on, we still engage in their so-called toll collection. But then, it's not be easier for us to fight them. They will talk their hand, should be doing what we are doing presently. It also puts their morale to really fight the kidnappers we are talking about. Insurance, life insurance for all of them is also very necessary. And that's why I used to tell people, even the policemen that are one like us, they also have family. And when you do them one local gun, quote and unquote, you expect them to go and face somebody carry sophisticated gun. Now you really, I don't know that made an observation. We discovered that armed robbery has gone down a little bit. It's not kidnapping. Because to them, they know that was more profitable than that robbery. So this government, they don't have a blueprint. They don't know what to do. Look at our minister was about those that use as commissioner in Lagos State. And they want taken to Abuja. And when he was in, everybody knows what happened when he was the governor. And you see, and that is why when we talk about leadership, the issue of pride should not be brought into it at all. No sentiment at all. There are a lot of people that contest for the president of Nigeria. Including comrades who will say, they ran for the president of Nigeria. Other comrades come on another platform as well. Why must it be a miracle? And this is a miracle that has something to do for the country. To have been better. He has something to offer. That is the truth of the matter. If Cardoso, the governor of Central Bank, will come out openly to confront Nigeria. In fact, ordinarily, the president also have removed him immediately. That the rate of naira has been decreasing, the value has been decreasing. That is okay for us, so that we will not be able to send their children abroad. Does that make sense? So, this government presently, they know they have done their best. They don't know what to do. They should simply resign. Let somebody that knows what to do take over. It is not the right of anyone to do. With my head, my condition, I'm able to be the president of this country. Same for you. Same for other Nigerians as well. And some of those people that they regard as the poor masses, the toiling masses, some of them, Their IQ is far higher than majority of these so-called educated people that are forcing themselves on us. It is forcing. Even the last election, forget my father, who got as yes, by part of the law, anytime you feel about as that is final, agreed. But everybody knows that that election itself was more or less a farce.
Comrade Toyin Raheem, thank you so much for your insightful analysis.
It's a pleasure.